Uh, well, yeah, just a recording in progress. And it's just, yeah, because oh, all right. This is the first take of the Novice Sports Show. Again, if you like our content, we can say please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. But until then, like we'll go ahead and jump in and get started. Like I said, we got my man
Alan Johnson.
We got my man
Jay.
We got my man Antoine up in here. This is, like I said, the Novice Sports Show, organic show, bunch of guys getting together. We're gonna talk sports from what do you call it, a novice perspective. So for all you analysts out there who want to give us a hard time, bring it on.
Yeah.
We got a lot of opinions. You got a lot of opinions,
That's right.
but we got
what
to.
matter.
All right. So I said we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. Like I said, our first thing I think we want to talk about yesterday, we want to talk about everybody. The hot take of this week is Saban's retirement. So like everybody said about coming out of nowhere, but I think he has been building up to it because some of his speeches were talking about the old days, how things are changing, and how, as Alan reminded me, he said him and Dabo were not gonna be dealing with this NIL stuff. So, like, so we're gonna open it up with that. So who wants to take the first step?
So let me go first. So the NIL basically just changed the whole picture, right?
Yep.
So the Alabamas and the Clemsons and the Ohio State that were getting all the recruits stockpiling dudes.
Mhm.
You could have, 4 deep 5-star running back.
Yep.
Guess where that went? Out the door. So now, I mean, I get it. If you're
Mhm.
Alabama and you're like, "Hey, this ain't really working like we had before. Now these random teams are getting the guys that we get. I don't think I like that too much."
Yep.
And so, hey, the other teams are like, think we like it.
Yeah.
Because now, when the Nebraskas of the world can sign the
Mhm.
top quarterback in the nation,
Mhm.
or the top transfer dude in the nation, something's up because
Yes,
nobody's trying to go to Nebraska for this.
Which is crazy because this morning
Mhm.
on Twitter, some verified accounts had some Washington football players basically having a reaction to their coach leaving. And basically they were saying that how they didn't know until that contract was finalized.
Yeah. I mean, that's the scary part of the team because I agree with Alan's take. I said, here's the kicker, right? So back in the day, again, we're a little older, some of us. When you got recruited, you were there, right? So I mean, I didn't have to re-recruit to stay on my team. But however, caveat, back in the day, coaches could jump around like crazy. Hey, Gabe, I need you to come to my school. Oh, it's me and you. We're gonna ride a guy until somebody gets me a big contract. So now, not only do they have to recruit you, get you to come to the now they got to recruit you to stay. And I think, like I said, I think Saban doesn't want to be, but that's the new landscape, especially when you got, like the Alan said, if you go into Nebraska, the number one quarterback in the nation, comes 50 and they paying you a lot of money, allegedly.
But again, legally, right?
Yeah.
NIL,
Mhm.
if you do it right, you can make some money and it's cool. But if you think about it, not only do they have to recruit you every year to stay,
Mhm.
but if I don't want you to stay, now I don't have to recruit you. And I'll say, hey, I got this new dude down the street that I'm recruiting.
Mhm.
He's going to move in. He's going to take your spot.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, yeah, like you said, that's the other part. We don't know why these kids are jumping in and out of the portal. Again, Saban doesn't want to do it. Dabo doesn't want to do it, but other coaches are doing it. And you can see how it's starting to level out the playing.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, because like he said, like I've always said about Alabama, I just swore to God they had a printing press in the back. That they went and pushed a button and a 5-star guy popped out.
Popped out.
Oh, XYZ player just went down. Don't worry, they got another 5-star
Yeah.
that's even better sitting
Yeah.
on the bench.
Sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
So
And- Yeah, but nowadays you don't have to sit on the bench.
yeah,
If you feel like you want to play now,
Yeah.
you just say, hey, what school can I go to? Bam, I'm gonna, let it ride there. And instead of sitting and waiting my turn,
Yeah.
um, I saw something today, and I don't know if it's true or not,
Mhm.
but they said that Arch Manning might be jumping in the portal.
What?
And now I don't know if it's confirmed.
Mhm.
I can't verify it, but my take was a friend of mine was saying how, they thought he made a bad mistake going to Texas.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to play right away.
Yeah.
My take is, I've heard this, that the level he was playing on in Texas was maybe the highest level.
Yeah.
But if I trust anybody
Mhm.
in the quarterback, it's the Manning family.
Okay.
So I think if they looking at Arch and Arch is looking at himself and they're like, look, you're not strong enough.
Yeah.
The level wasn't high enough.
Mhm.
Go to Texas. That's where you want to go. It's a great school. You got a great system, a great quarterback coach, great head coach. You need the time
Yeah,
to
you need
sit and watch.
Develop.
Now, everybody thought Ewers
Mhm.
was going to go pro this year.
Yeah.
So if that all worked out,
Yeah.
then Arch would probably be starting
Yeah,
it coming
he
up.
would. Mhm.
But if Ewers decides to come back, now Arch is like, dang,
Mhm.
I'm not starting over him unless he gets hurt. So maybe there's something to it. I'd be surprised. I just don't see them really doing that, the Manning family, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's it. But actually, you got to remember, with Ewers, and again, saving Ewers and portal, it all just depends on what the school's trying to do. And again, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Saban left, and again, he hasn't left the building, but he's left. So,
Yeah.
and we've seen how that has affected Alabama in the last week. Think about it. Last year, you had two kids jump in the portal, go to go front. This year, you got a slew of kids in that portal. And these kids, hate to say it, some of them center left. The DBs are leaving. They said there's a safety that may enter the portal. And again, like we
Right.
talked about yesterday, are they coming for Saban or are they coming for Alabama?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion again with Saban leaving Alabama that they were coming for Saban.
I agree.
Because if you came for Alabama, then
Yeah.
you would stay.
Yep.
Like if it is, but of course somebody paying you $500,000, I'd probably leave too.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
So that's going to again. This is the second year of the portal, so it's the rules are going to change. I know the rules are going to change.
Yeah, they're gonna have the NCAA is like, if we got to tweak some of this. Some of the power conference schools
Mhm.
are probably like, we need to tweak this because this
Yeah.
is gonna cut into us a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely not all done yet.
So where does loyalty lie in all of this now?
I'm gonna tell you
What
what
is the
loyalty.
definition of loyalty?
You know what the definition of loyalty is?
Well, see, now,
I'm loyal to myself
yeah.
and the situation I'm in, and how's
Yeah.
it gonna better me and my
Yeah,
family.
Yeah, that's true. Well, see, 'cause, like, I had a conversation yesterday with a young man walking out of the gym. He was like, he doesn't like it. I was like, well, coming as a former athlete, I said, it's not fair to the athlete. I said, because coaches have been doing it for years. We've all been recruited. Well, Jay played some sports. Jay played. I played.
I watched.
Alan watched, but Alan's a great
Alan's always
source.
been around the game.
Always been around the game, and he's seen how it's changed. You as a kid, and he mentioned this earlier. Some of the kids didn't. We can talk about the Duke coach who Skyped his player.
Yeah,
Zoom
yeah.
them. Oh, I'm going to Texas A&M. I ain't mad. You guarantee me $80 million. I'm leaving
Right.
too. But I'm gonna be a man of. I recruited you face to face. I owe you that loyalty.
That loyalty.
So I think if you're honest with these kids, then they may be loyal to the school they come to. But if hey, it's about me and you, we're gonna change this program around, and the first offer that comes up, I'm out the door. Why should I be loyal to the school? Why should I be loyal to him when he wasn't loyal to me?
Well, see, that's the point though. You think about it, like going back to the Saban point.
Mhm.
Are you coming for Saban or are you coming for Alabama?
Yeah.
If I'm going to Duke,
Yeah.
bad exact now, I'm not going to Duke.
But
Anyway,
while we change topics,
Yeah.
we should be talking about why,
Mhm.
and no shade, but why is this not getting any kind of publicity? Why is ESPN not having this as a show this morning saying, all the rookies when Deion left.
Oh, when Dion.
That was 365 days of what he did.
Yeah.
well, that's a different issue. So
Yeah.
so let me finish that other point. So if I got this great relationship with Coach Antoine,
Yeah.
you recruited me in high school, I'm coming to the school you're at because of great relationship we built.
Yeah.
Then you decide to leave.
Yeah.
If you still have that relationship with me, I'm probably gonna follow you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so again, I'm loyal to the relationship we got.
Yeah, no.
I'm not really loyal to the school. Now, there's dudes that grew up, always wanted to play for school X. Maybe
Yeah.
their dad went there, the grandfather. That might be a little bit different. But at the end of the day, you want to play, you want to win, you want to get better your situation.
Yeah.
So you can do that a lot of different ways. And I think a lot of the dudes are going to follow the coach
Yeah, they are.
and not stay at school. And then especially throwing in the NIL money, it just sweetens the pot. And now it makes it a little bit even easier to do that.
And with this money, it's going to be a lot of kids that were voted one and done.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at them making the money. I mean, because
Please make your money.
please make your money. Because I mean, schools. I mean, like I when I was in school, I was not a scholarship athlete. You know, but I would hear people tell scouts, "Well, you're getting paid to be like, like, do you realize the amount of work you guys put in? We put in on a daily, you know, on a yearly. That we are constantly. I said our entire day is red.
Exactly.
I said all day, every day. We have to be accounted for in a certain spot or place. If we ain't there, we ain't.
Yeah.
I said,
Right.
so you know, it's a job. It is not like we show up here and we. I love football so much that I'm just going to
Exactly.
dedicate 365 days. You know, I'm sorry. And school's actually, oh, you're the student athlete. No, 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 no. You're the athlete and the student.
Yeah.
You know, but that, again, please get their money if in whatever situation works out best for you. You know, evaluate it. You know, and get it done that way. But like I said, the reason why they're not talking about it is because okay, Saban doesn't like the NIL. Number two, he's got seven national champions, unfortunately, and that's going to put him in a different category than beyond
Right.
Hall of Famer, yes, beyond I don't know how many times Pro Bowl athlete, baseball, football. God, he's one of the best ever to do it at his position. He understands the culture of the kids that are being recruited. You know, so but Saban again is very, very you know, he comes from that era where we hey, you're gonna do it my way or you
Yeah.
ain't gonna play. See, and that's another thing. He can't do that.
Yeah.
You say, you know what, Alan, you can't backpedal. Okay, fine.
I'll go to this school that thinks that ever. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah.
You know, see, and the sad part about not sad part, but the part about that is, I can decide to go in the portal. I can show up on campus, practice for 3 games, and get upset with you and jump in the portal.
Mhm.
I think that's the part of the rule that they will going to change. That's the rule. I think that's the part they're going to change right there. Is the fact that you're going to have to, wherever you commit to, you're going to have to stay that whole year, be of value to the program. Then you can leave. But if you're in the 3rd game of the season, you can't enter the portal until the end, which means if you decide you don't want to be here anymore, you're on scholarship. You're scholarship board.
Yeah, I think there's like a portal window.
Yeah.
I got to look that up more.
Oh, there is a window,
but yeah,
the kid, like I said, there was a kid that was said, "Oh, I'm going in the portal," literally after he got on campus because he didn't like the way it was stuff.
right.
And I'm like, what?
So
But again,
basically, it's
some of
all
those-
like the big tryout.
Yeah.
Basically, a big tryout,
Yeah,
and then you leave.
But you think about some of those kids that get in the portal, they still in the portal because there's not.
It's not a happy home for you.
It's just like everybody's not as important as you think you are sometimes.
Mhm.
we talked about it. We talked about it. Me and Jay talked about it. You got to be strategic when you go into sport. Somebody's got to want it, and you got to want them.
Yeah.
You know, and this goes back to what we discussed earlier. Why is a starting QB or starting running back in the portal? You know, especially for a Power 5.
That's the thing. I mean,
I don't
again, if you're at Ohio State, you're the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
You win 11-1, 12-1, whatever it was. You had a great season. Nobody blames you for the losses. And then you leave.
Yeah.
Like, man, where else can you go? I
if
mean,
you're not
I-
great, where can you go?
I need to go look at that. I mean, unless
make
it's
it
just-
make sense, right?
I mean, I guess it's possible that there's a dude behind you that you know is better than you, and he runs the offense better than you, or the coaches have already said
Yeah.
we like him or whatever, and you see the writing on the wall. So I guess I could see that. But man, if you're that high up and you're doing that well, I'm
'Cause
like,
you're
man,
on TV every week.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
mean, and you got the Big Ten network, you're on that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so there's tons of kids, you know, tons of them in the floor. And I'm just like, sometimes you need to get in when you fit in and get there. You know,
But
I mean,
again-
again, I don't know anybody's situation,
Yeah.
but if you were in a situation where I mean, like I said, there's a lot of kids that have been in the portal since August of last, still in the portal doing. So before you jump in the portal, you got to know
yeah, you got to think.
somebody's got to want.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's calling you. Hey, yeah, okay. What are we offering? Because that's the first question I'm going to ask before I even put my name in it. What are we talking about? Even,
Yeah.
I mean, even for basketball, it's the same way. But you know, basketball again, moving NIL into that part of it. You know, I think it'll be a little more different because you've already had one and done.
Right.
You know, so these kids already knew. I'm only coming to
Exactly.
Carolina for a year. I'm only coming to
Yeah.
Hughes for a year. I'm only coming to Georgetown for a year. Better yet, not even a year, 4 months.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to class.
'Cause I'm not going to class.
Yeah.
You know, I'm taking the easiest class I can take just so I can play ball.
Yeah.
You know, after that, I'm not going to class
Yeah.
anymore.
But going in along with those lines, like you look at this example, like Armando,
Yeah. Mhm.
perfect example of a dude
Mhm.
that I think is playing the portal perfectly.
Yeah.
Not the portal, the NIL deal.
Yeah.
Because he has taken his fame.
Mhm.
He's a smart dude.
Mhm.
And his stuff. I mean, again, I don't know all the inner workings, but
Mhm.
stuff it looks like it's legit. So he got burgers named after him. He got companies that are backing him.
Yep.
He's doing commercials. He's doing all these things, capitalizing off of the name, the brand that he's built.
Yeah.
And when your game may or may not, we'll see, translate to an NBA game, man, to me, you are just doing exactly
Well,
what it's meant
yeah.
for.
Well,
You're at a place where they love you. They're gonna love you forever.
Yeah.
And stay there as long as you can, man.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
You're making more money than
Look, if you're making
everybody.
That's the way I think you should work the NIL. Right? That is a perfect example of how it should work in basketball also.
Yeah.
Right? Or any sport, basically. You are at whatever college, USA, and they love you and the local businesses are supporting you.
Yeah.
I don't see me personally, I don't see any reason for you to jump into the pool to go someplace.
Yeah.
Again, that's just my personal opinion. Because it doesn't make sense. If you're already making, if you're at a job and you're making $100,000 a year, you leave for 101.
Right.
No. I mean, why? I'm comfortable here, and
Yeah.
there's no bigger opportunity unless
Yeah.
you're, you know, the guy who's coming after you is going to say, "What's the name?"
Man, long time no see, man. I was like, when
you
you
gotta
walked down the car, I was like, oh, I know who that is.
So, you know, so I don't see any reason why you should actually leave to go someplace else. Like, and again, I don't know what everybody's motive is jumping in and out of the portal. I know sometimes it's because relationships just don't work out.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand, like I said, one of the kids I follow on Twitter was saying he's got to take care of his family. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I get it, but you know, again, you got to have the purpose, not purpose. You got to have the best situation or opportunity.
Yeah.
And again, if you're at a Power 5 school and you're, you know, doing car commercials or doing Twitter tapes, that's easy money to me. You know, you don't have to get up every day. You do your 4 spots a week. You're making 15. I think about it. You're making $15,000. Making more than me.
Yep.
Yeah, I can make $15,000 a month. I probably do it too.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, I just don't understand I'm in the portal today.
Yeah.
I'm at Bama tomorrow. At Florida State
Yeah.
the next year. You know.
And again, I guess it's like, you know, like you said, we don't know anybody's individual circumstance,
Yeah.
so let's start there. But the portal and NIL, I think the way NIL was supposed to work
Mhm.
is the way Armando does it.
Yeah.
The way some players, they're at the school, they're famous, capitalizing off of their image.
Yeah, their image is
The way it's not supposed to work is I haven't done anything yet,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna entice you to come
Yeah.
with these promises of all this money that may or may not work out.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the NCAA is probably going to try to do
Well,
something.
they're going to make some changes.
But, if you can, if you're, my biggest thing was if I'm number 5 for the Tar Heels and you selling 5 jerseys and I'm not getting a nickel of that money, but everybody knows my name's on the back,
Yeah.
but everybody knows who number 5
Yes.
for the Tar Heels is,
Yeah.
then to me, I need to get a piece of that. And I like the fact that now they can.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, I agree with that.
The other stuff gets messy.
Yeah.
The portal, like I said, a lot of times, people that, go back to high school, whatever, stuff gets a little rough, and you say, well, I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you can get through that, the other side is better, but, it's just a different generation, a different mindset where I don't have to stay. You made me mad today, I'm leaving. I go to the next place. They make me mad, I'm leaving, whatever.
Right.
So-
So let me pose 2 questions.
Yeah.
So within the NLI, at what point do you, as a kid, make a business decision that I need to make a social media thing? And 2, when do you have to start learning about ways to get money on that level?
Man, I think these dudes are probably doing it in middle school. I mean, I think kids already have, they already have
They already have.
all these followers and all these different platforms.
Yep.
And then all you need from that is something to get you out there. What's the little dude, Baby Gronk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that you're referring to. Yeah, I
He
remember.
may or may not ever, and his dad is smart with this. He said, my son may or may not ever get a college scholarship, go to the NFL. But guess what? He's set already because of the content we're putting out, and whether you like him, whether you don't like him. And people are like, oh, well, you're just putting your son out there. That's wrong. He's like, look, we're all out there.
Yeah.
You just mad at me because we're monetizing it,
Yeah.
and we're making it work for our family.
That's what you have to do.
God bless them.
No, but that's what you have to do. I think this, this thing has revolutionized starting business for yourself. And I think this generation is more apt to come up.
100%.
100%. I mean, I was at a family gathering. One of the cousins on my wife's side, she's already got her own business.
Yeah.
And she does stuff on the internet for people.
Yeah.
Only fun. But like you said, so they come up. I think the athletes now already do that. I think, so like you said, now it's about attaching that wagon to the right program so you can continue.
Yeah.
Because again, not everybody's gonna go pro. So if you can make $4 million over the next 4 years in your college career and use it correctly, you're way ahead on life already. So that I believe that the kids now understand because everybody has a Twitter, everybody has a TikTok, everybody has a Instagram, Snap.
So many of them
Just-
now. Discord.
Discord. And when you get monetized on it, and of course people are following them because they're putting, as they say, they're putting themselves out. And again, that takes a lot. So people are highly critical. Like I said, if you're going to call yourself Baby Gronk or the next Baby Jordan or whatever, you're going to get a lot of attention.
And you can get paid from just showing your hobby. You got Twitch.
Yeah.
People play the game outside of the sport.
Yeah.
Still getting paid.
Yep.
There's several. There's several opportunities. It's about not only being monetized, but knowing what to do with that money when you get it. And I don't know if the colleges or the people negotiating these deals to these kids are saying, hey, the iron hot, you gotta strike it, but you need to be like the what? You need to be like the ant to catch the winner and stack up.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. This may not last forever.
That's exactly right. Yeah. You never know when you're going to not be the hot thing anymore. When the followers that you have drop off, or whatever.
Or if, what was it you were telling me? That it was a lie. And he like lost all his stuff because somebody went on Twitter and said he did something, but it wasn't proven. But everybody already dropped him.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's too late. The damage is done. Not all your followers is, oh, you're a whatever you are. You're a bad
Right.
person. And you're like, I wasn't even there.
Convenient situation.
Yeah.
Convenient situation.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, I wasn't even there. So people do things for you. And it's all for the betterment of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Alan on the street was balling and woo-wee. Now Alan's in trouble.
Yep.
I have no film, no nothing, but
Yep.
I put it on social media. Now all his followers come to me.
Yep.
You know, but like I said, what's your second question?
The second question is, when do you start to learn about it? As an
Yeah.
athlete.
I'll bet you now they probably, I mean, again, you were a college athlete. So,
But even then, I mean, I, that wasn't a thing. At least not at the level I was.
but I'll
I
bet
get
you,
money
but I'll
that way.
bet you, I'll bet you there's probably like, hey, get everybody together and be like, hey, here's some of the pitfalls that are out there. Here's things you need to watch out for, whether it's, hangers on, whether it's girls, whether it's drugs, whether it's, whatever.
Yeah.
People trying to get you to make investments.
Mhm.
I'm going to guess probably more of that, like financial, at least in the college level, the higher level, what things to watch out for and things. But, again, kids can do this stuff when they're in elementary school, middle
Right.
school.
And have an
And-
agent, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
know?
And so I think the higher your level, the more apt you are probably to have a financial dude or
Yeah.
somebody that's helping you out. But, and look, if you're making money, it's never too early to learn what to
How
do
to
with
do
your
it,
money.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I mean, so that means if it's a child, the parents have to, right?
Yeah.
But then when you talk to again college kids, because again you're an adult for 18 league,
Yeah.
so you are the person signing. So you need to make sure that you at least have some type of quote unquote legal representation. And I know they don't tell you that, and
Right. Yeah.
but what the internet and YouTube and Google,
Yeah. You can find whatever
you
want
can
to
find whatever you
Yeah.
need. Just type in how to do something. Knock
Yeah.
it out. You listen to the video, at least you can ask silly questions. Hey, one question saves you a lot of grief. Hey, can I get somebody else to look at this?
Yeah.
Well, why? Somebody does that, you never want to sign that deal.
Right.
Please
That's that's across the board in any walk of life. Hey, can I get somebody else to look at this? No, nope. Why don't you just sign it right now?
Yeah.
No. So so I think as this moves forward, and it's this is only year 2, so I think as things progress, it's the athletes that are involved will have access to those resources.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, it's always the first. I think about it like when the NFL made the adjustment to the rookie deal, right? Why would I pay a guy $50 million and I haven't seen him throw a ball right? Owners get sick and tired of spending $50 million on a guy. So will the college. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's great for the college, but okay, perfect example along that line. There was a 4-star, allegedly a kid that signed with Florida, and they gave him a $2 million NIL. Never seen him play.
Well,
One of the scouts finally watched the tape and was like, this guy is not SEC. So they went back to the kid and they said, hey, you know what? You're not a fit for our program. This is after everything is signed. They said, no, you're not coming.
so did he get that money?
No.
Well, because I guess it's not really binding.
It's not
I guess
binding
that's-
until he shows
yeah.
up on campus. So,
Yeah.
and there's always out clauses, always, because, no school or entity is going to say, you know what? Hey, Jay, sign a contract and it favors you all the way.
Yeah.
Nobody does it.
Yeah.
So schools, they got out. I mean, $250,000 a year. I'll sign that.
Right.
Like, I can't throw the ball but 4 yards, but I'll sign it.
Yeah.
It's like, where do I
I
sign?
got you before you got me.
Where do I sign at?
That's like all the dudes with the YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
And they become like YouTube or the internet stars
Streamers and
because they
stuff,
got
yeah.
a dunk in a game over
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden everybody goes crazy. Then they parlay that into a scholarship. No, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
And then you get on campus and hey, what happened to that dude that we saw?
On
Yeah.
the dunk, the
It's
one
a little
dunk,
different.
the one
Yeah.
dunk,
Yeah.
the highlight. tape.
Yeah. So again, monetize what you can, get what you can,
Yeah,
and
you can.
take advantage of it because all might go away.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the truth. I mean, we were talking. I remember who's the guy who was dribbling with one. They're playing it off the beat.
Yes, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's a perfect example of using the internet to parlay your way into.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
That's what-
Oh, you're talking about the dude with the one arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just one on that's
So,
basketball.
Yeah, but so he blew up
Yeah.
early on
Mhm.
because people were seeing the stuff he's doing,
Mhm.
and he's got all these followers and
Yeah.
all these. Yeah, and so you look at his, that's a great story. I mean,
Yeah.
And is he putting up? People were saying, "Oh, he's going to the NBA, he's doing all this stuff." Well, no, but
No.
he monetized his situation.
And he
He
got
got all these followers.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere right now. He's got a scholarship out of it. He's
Yep.
got money.
Yeah.
What happens, happens. I was saying, look, nothing else. That joker can go to the Globetrotters
Right.
and or something that's entertainment based
Yeah.
and continue to make a killing,
Yeah, and
even if a pro career in the future.
Yeah, but then that's the perfect example of using this thing
Yeah.
to get you in the right situation. And he did. I mean, because I didn't know who he was until I was, all of a sudden I'm sitting at home, my Instagram, and we all watch sports, basketball, football. And, you watch the highlights, you go, that guy missing an arm.
Yep.
You know, is he dunking off it? Did he just cross the goal?
Oh, yeah.
with one arm?
Yeah.
You have an interesting story. You can't get
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
So again, that's the perfect way to use, again, the phone and the NIL deal to help you better your situation.
Yeah.
And I agree
Definitely.
with, with that process and those steps. I mean, like I said, those are, those perfect models out there for that. So, I always find it. All right, yeah, so enough about football. We're gonna go ahead and talk about a little bit about basketball, some of our opinions on that. Like I said, so topic of the day is, what are the Lakers, or what can the Lakers do? And what can Golden State do? Again, these are storied franchises that seem to be in peril. So I'll let Jay go first.
What do the Lakers? No. Like Alan was saying, we have a bunch of, wing guys, a lot of length, a lot of people that can get to the basket, but no shooter. So what should the Lakers be doing, Alan? I know your guy Bron over there. So what should Bron, or what do you call him? LGM.
So look here.
What should he be doing?
The bottom line is, you know what they need to do? Whatever he wants. That's the way it's gonna go down. So anybody that thinks that team that they have right now is gonna be that team at the end of the season, let me get some of that, because I need a pick me up.
He said
Whatever he wants. They're so afraid that they're gonna waste these years, these golden years of LeBron, where he's still playing on this level,
Mhm.
and they should be. But it's just not working right now. They're big, they're long, but they're slow and they can't shoot. So it'd be different if they were pushing the ball and they could get, out on a break and they could, or they had shooters. They don't have any of that.
Nope.
And so this league that we're in right now, you got to have shooters, or you got to be pushing the ball and pushing the pace. And I don't think they're doing it.
Yeah, but nobody plays defense anymore. So.
Well, in the playoffs, things
They do. I mean,
slow
they
down.
tighten up, but
Things get
congested.
but you got to get to the playoffs.
Well,
And at this point, they're hovering.
It ain't
at
looking like
500.
it.
Yeah,
they're not looking like they're gonna make it.
but let me just go ahead and tell you, they will be in the play-in or the playoffs, just like last year. Because guess what, LeBron ain't having it. He's not having it.
Here we go. What is this?
Somebody
Here we
is
go.
going to do something. Because LeBron ain't having that. Missing the playoff is not in the picture.
And is it the players, or is it? I mean, obviously it comes to the players and their play, but I mean, we have a coach that just has his hands in his pocket. What are we doing about Darvin Ham?
Well, here's the way that's going to work.
Since all these coaches getting fired anyway.
Unfortunately, here's what happened. Somebody got to take the fall.
Yep.
And if it turns out, because it's going to start leaking out if it hadn't already, if there's any kind of dissension or in the locker room, or if there's anybody talking about they don't respect the coach or any of that, it's going to start leaking, it's going to start spreading out, and then heads are going to roll.
Yep.
And it might be Darvin Ham's head. It might start being, a lot of moves, but that's just the way it is. And LeBron ain't having it.
Yeah, so, okay.
Bro,
So with that being said, what could they possibly do to turn it around? I mean, because
I heard a rumor that, well, I think D'Angelo Russell
yeah, and Zach Levine
out the
or
door.
DeJounte Murray
Yeah.
is coming on the way.
Yeah, I would love to have Zach Levine because I think that at least gives them some more athleticism and scoring. Like, that gives you a little punch. Again, does that put you over the top? No, definitely not. And depending on, what you're going to have to give up, there's going to be a lot of moving pieces.
oh yeah,
I
it's gotta
mean,
be.
And,
they,
and does Chicago move on from DeRozan and Levine because Kobe's having a fantastic year so far, and also if Atlanta is willing to give up DeJounte Murray and DeAndre Hunter, is Atlanta looking to rebuild with what they have over there? Because Trae Young is over there as well. Is he about ready to leave?
if you look at the teams that are basically just kind of where they are, they're going to be the teams that need to make a move. They're going to be the teams that need to do something. Now, again, there's a lot of moving pieces out there. There's going to be a lot of dudes moved, I think. But, whether it's Atlanta, whether it's, uh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
It's about Chicago.
Yeah.
It just depends. I mean, to me, it depends on whatever piece has. What is it? If they need shooters, right? And they need somebody who's going to push the ball. Then they're going to need a guard. Boom, right? Number two, because I'm not a basketball. They're going to need a guard, and they're going to need a spot-up shooter who shoots at least anywhere from 29 to 33%.
Well, here's the thing. One spot-up shooter ain't going to get it.
No, I'm just saying, just in the trade. 'Cause you're
Yeah.
not, okay, the only way for them to get all their pieces, then the trade them maybe.
We're talking about the Lakers, correct?
Yeah, the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, the only trade they got is Anthony.
Don't do it. They're
I
not.
mean, I'm just saying.
They're
I'm
not gonna
saying,
do it. They're not doing
like
that.
last year.
Please do it for the new year. Please,
That ain't happening.
please
That's
trade Anthony Davis. Please.
That's
He's
not
saying-
happening.
hold on a second. He's saying what?
That's not happening. As much as I get frustrated by him, and I get frustrated more than anybody, because this dude should be in the MVP
Should be.
running every year. But his inconsistency,
Yeah.
his injuries,
But see, that again. What?
but they're not trading.
See, but in order for
No.
them to make that transition, I think of it like sometimes you got to. No, if I trade this guy, I can get all these pieces in draft picks, and I can build. I could be dynasty.
Not having.
I'm just saying it's not happening. But I mean, okay, same example. Last year, right? I'm a Heat. Last year, if we could have got a man from Portland, we would have had a better showing.
Well, only if you didn't lose.
I'm saying, so see, that's what I'm getting to that. But what they asked for was they asked for Bam and they asked for
Tyler Hero, right?
Tyler Hero.
And we're talking about Damian Lillard, guys.
Yeah,
If you don't know.
Dalian, yeah, and I was just like, that's addition by subtraction is not good because again, you're taking away 15 to 20 points a game from one guy.
Yeah.
That's Bam inside, and you're taking away our defensive presence. So I see why they didn't make it.
And help me out. Who was in the finals last year?
Miami and Denver,
Denver,
Nuggets, and
right?
Denver smashed them.
That's my point.
Denver.
You still made the finals.
Yeah.
And I believe they
Still
still had Tyler Hero was out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, here's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna be real. The path to the finals wasn't true. The number one seed got bounced
Early.
The number two seed got bounced. Right. So now you're not. I understand the playoff basketball. I understand, and the way Miami plays ball is playoff basketball. They grind it out. You ain't gonna blow them out. Not in the East. Nobody's gonna beat you by 20, 30 points. They gonna play defense. They gonna make you grind it out. And that's old school playoff basketball. And that's how they win. Because during the season, everybody, I got a breakaway dunk. Okay. I got a breakaway layup. Okay. Playoff basketball, you're catching the elbow, getting flipped. Something's happened. They're playing that defensive intensity has gone up enough.
Yeah.
And again, they played right into what Miami does best until they ran into the buzzsaw
Yeah.
call. And I was like, yeah, this game's over.
Well, you think about it. That's the whole point. Like you
Yeah.
look, you got to get into the play-in to get into the playoffs. Look at the Lakers.
Yeah.
They they struggled to get into the play-in, but they made some great moves to change that whole roster, get a team that was able to make a run, get into the play-in, and then they make it to the conference final. You know, this team might do the same thing, but I don't know if you can.
So what can you?
I don't know if you can duplicate that.
What do they have to offer?
But you got to look at it. Look at what they did last year.
Okay.
They didn't have any giant superstar that they traded. They just made smart basketball moves. And you might have some expiring contracts you can move. You know, I don't know, but trust me, it ain't gonna be the team we see now. Ain't gonna be the team we see.
He said LeBron's not happening.
LeBron's not happening.
LeBron.
LeBron's gonna walk in
And then Golden State.
Yeah.
So again, that just hasn't really worked. And you know, who knows how much of it is. Steph is still playing great,
He needs some help.
but you know, age catches up to everybody eventually. And I feel like it's caught up to Clay a little bit. Feel like some of the other pieces that they thought were gonna, you know, be better haven't quite gotten there. You know, Draymond's having his issues. But you know,
Well, see, I said again, me and Jay talked about it. He said, "What do you think about the Draymond?" I said, "Well, to me, it seems like he's trying to get out." To me, and again, I could be wrong, but you know, he's been a pretty loyal guy to the organization. But sometimes, like you said, you see the writing on the wall, right? You go, and the dynasty, in my mind, is basically over. This, you know, you're not going to find because to me, when they lost that playoff game last year, it was just like the announcer was literally calling out the play before they ran. So the offense has become stagnant, right? Predictable. You know Steph is gonna fly out to the wing. He's not really gonna. He doesn't want to come inside, so you make him go. You make him work. You make him work to play defense on the other end, right? Then when what you do against Steph, you put a Steph is what six, I'll just say six.
yeah, except like 6'3".
Okay, six.
Yeah.
He looks.
He's-
So what
he
you
looks,
do?
yeah, he looks
So what you do?
taller
Is
than
you go out there and you put a 6'5", 6'9" guard. You make him play defense. You post him up.
well, I mean,
I'm just saying.
in the NBA, everybody can score,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And people are so skilled now. That's one of the things I always say. Like, the narrative is that they don't play defense. People are so skilled, they just picking and choosing their spot in these close games in the playoffs. You know, they're playing defense.
And all of those are matchups.
Well, those are
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are matchups. Yeah,
yeah.
that's matchup. That's all matchup. But
Yeah, but with Draymond, I think if he wanted to leave, they'd let him go.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
got enough of a relationship. I don't think he's trying to get out per se. I think he just played into that Draymond character,
you
and
gotta get out of it.
Maybe just got the best of
and
him.
now he's a little older, and it just doesn't fly. And
Well, the
you know, he made a
enforcer-
couple. You know,
Well, the enforceable was cool, but there's a time to do it. It seems doing that a lot. To me, like this. To me, it seems like somebody who's just acting out because there's certain things going on in the back level frustration. You're not gonna pay attention to what I'm saying. Basically, I'm gonna do something to either get out of the situation without looking like it, right? I'm just saying this from what I'm looking at. I don't have all the information.
Right.
I could be way out here in left field because he literally could be again struggling with confidence issues. But again, I watched his interview, and he did say at some point in time he did lose his confidence. He did do this. He was working on getting it back. But I come from a different era of basketball where you didn't have to act. When somebody was playing bad on the field or on the court, oh, I care.
yeah,
Right, you just cost me $20.
right.
So the thing is, are you gonna, as they say, as we said earlier, are you gonna push through your struggles? Because that's not the example you want to set.
Yeah,
And again, he's not a role model. He never said he. But like I said, whether you want to be one or not, people have always wanted to.
yeah.
And I like Draymond. I
Yeah.
thought the Warriors should have re-signed him.
Yeah.
I love the move. I mean,
Mhm.
for somebody to be that very impactful and significant team with all the shit, you have to sign a guy like that.
Mhm.
Now it's just the biggest concern for the Warriors now is who's going to be your next Draymond.
Well, I mean, yeah,
As much as you don't want to acknowledge it, or
it's
some people don't want to acknowledge
it's gonna happen.
the imprint of what Draymond has left on the game, Be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Probably be a Hall of Famer.
Hang on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hang on.
What he has done to the game.
Hang on. I'm gonna put this out here. Show number 1. Oh, here we go. Hall of Fame. You can get my So there's a lot of dudes. No slight on Draymond, right?
Okay.
Is he gonna be a Hall of Famer? 100%.
Mhm.
If I had a vote, would he be a Hall of Famer? No. Here's the thing. There's a lot of dudes. So there's a difference between being in your team's ring of honor, put in the rafters, and being in the Hall of Fame. Football, basketball, it drives me crazy. Baseball. If there's any debate about your greatness, I don't know that you're a Hall of Famer. If it takes you 8 ballots to get in, if you got to think that hard on somebody getting into the Hall of Fame, I don't think they are. Now, has Draymond been great on that team? Yes. Is Draymond a Hall of Fame power forward? When you're averaging, I don't know what Draymond averages, but is he in the category of your guys that are? Look, people talk about Clay being in the Hall of Fame. Will he make the Hall of Fame? 100% yes. Would I put Clay in the Hall of Fame? No.
He's not going to be a first ballot.
Both of them will because of the whole
You think
Golden
so?
State mystique. Has Clay ever carried a franchise? No. Now, has he ever been on a position to?
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Well, no,
he's
but
always had Steph. He's always
So Draymond,
all right.
Draymond's best year was.
You got Draymond stats up there.
Yes, I do. So
Just look at his career. Let's look at his career averages. That might be even better.
that's not.
Look at his career
not do that.
line. Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
not
Let's do that. 'Cause we're not putting him in for 1 year. Let's look at his career line.
Let me let Ellen do that.
All right, let's see. Oh, Hall of Famer, first ballot, Draymond Green, 9.7 points per game, 5.5. No, that's regular season. That's this year.
Yeah.
Hang on. Where's the?
Gotta do overall also.
Hang on. Erase that. All right. Where's his career stats? Here we go. Ooh, what's even better? All right. Let's see. 8.7 points a game. Let's see. 5.6 assists a game, and 6.9 rebounds. So awesome. Put him in.
Awesome.
Yes, that's just awesome. That's great. Listen, is Draymond a great player? Yes. Is he? Would the Warriors have any championships without him? Probably
No.
not. But are those Hall of Fame numbers?
No, they're not.
But he's going to get in. I'm not saying he's not going to get in. He's going to get in.
He's going to get in because of the championship.
Clay is going to get in.
So they have what?
And Steph better get it.
No. Steph should already. You put Steph in right now. 5 years ago, Steph has done things that nobody's done.
Yeah,
there's no doubt.
Steph's in.
Do I like Clay? Yes. Would I love to have Clay on my team? Yes. But is Clay a Hall of Famer just because he's part of the Splash Bros and you can say he's the second best shooter ever?
So with that, is there anybody? Okay, speaking of just that association alone, right? Which is championship team Hall of Fame. Right?
Yep.
When you go back to the what is it? Can you name me? I know the Celtics have Hall of Famers on there, right? From the championship. Did everybody get in? Right, Ainge is probably in.
No, Ainge didn't.
See, so there's an example. You have everybody on that team, right? Everybody didn't get in. Same thing with Detroit, right?
Which Detroit are we talking about?
The bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is the only 3 Warriors are going to get in,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and that's Steph, Draymond, and Clay.
Yeah.
The 3 main ones. I mean, we're not counting KD because he's in on his own doing something else. But I'm saying, Ring of Honor. Put statues up of those jokers outside of the arena, but Hall of Fame, no. You gotta listen. I could say right now, who I think is better, Clay or Reggie Miller, and I would say Klay Thompson. But should Clay be in the Hall of Fame over Reggie? No. Reggie carried a franchise
There-
on his back. Now, do I think Clay's a better player than Reggie? I do.
I don't.
Wow.
I know. Um,
What does Reggie do? That,
like Antoine was saying, just having that franchise on your back, that's just a different mentality, different preparation. As like, would Clay be Clay if he didn't have that?
no, I'm just saying better player. Who do I think is better player? I'm saying Reggie should be in the Hall of Fame.
He is.
But if I'm listing, yeah, but if I'm
li-
he is. But if I'm listing shooting guards,
Yeah.
I'm not putting Reggie over Clay. I personally think Clay's a better player. I think he's a better shooter. I think he's a better defender.
Defender for
He's
sure.
bigger. He's stronger. Reggie carried a franchise though. So if I got one Hall of Fame vote, guess which one of them two's getting it? Reggie.
Oh yeah, because like I said, Reggie carried.
You get credit for carrying franchises in my book. And so let's talk about another guy who I don't think should sniff the Hall of Fame, but he's gonna probably get in too.
Who
And
would that be?
everybody that's younger than 30
Mhm.
is gonna crush this.
Who is it?
Your boy Kyrie Irving.
We gotta talk about the Duke star like
Your
I don't
boy
know, man.
Kyrie Irving,
yeah.
who everybody tries to say
Is
"Ooh."
the best, one of the best skill players in the world
So if we're playing,
ever.
so if we're doing carnival games,
Oh,
I'll give you that. We're playing. We're doing carnival games. We're doing like dribbling contests.
Yep.
I'll give you that. I'm talking about carrying a franchise. I'm talking about winning when winning matters. And when Kyrie is the Batman,
there is no Robin.
you don't. You not only do you not win championships,
There is no Robin.
you don't make playoffs.
You don't share a
And guess what else you do? You get the number one pick in the draft because your team is horrible. I like Kyrie. And when he played with LeBron, he was
Good.
great. And LeBron would tell you, this dude can get a bucket anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
That's what I need. That's what I like.
Right.
And if Kyrie would have just known his role, they could have parlayed that into championship after championship. Kyrie thought he was Batman until he went
And
to the
LeBron,
Celtics
not Robin.
and had to come back and apologize
Yeah, because
because, all the stuff you were talking about, the young dudes this and young dudes that. Sorry, man, my bad.
But it's true though. But see, but that like I said, when I think part of that is that complex when you get drafted high. I mean, because you're supposed to be the savior. Because remember, he went to Cleveland.
Yeah,
after
number one
LeBron-
overall.
Number one overall after LeBron left.
Yep.
You know, so I could see a tiny bit of resentment when LeBron comes back. Right.
You should be resentful.
I know you
because
should.
when you were there, you could
Yeah.
get
You know,
out
but
of the basement.
you couldn't. But like I said, so I could see that. But like I said, you got to remember, this is professional sport.
Yeah.
As we all say, it's a team. So sometimes you got to be the Robin. You know, I don't think Scottie Pippen's mad being Robin. I don't think what do you call it when you talk about the Lakers, right? Magic.
Oh yeah, Magic,
Kareem,
Worthy.
Kareem, Cooper, Worthy.
They all got theirs.
They
and
all
did
got
what they
there,
needed
so
to do.
everybody knew what their role was.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Magic was going to get the shine. Kareem was going to get the skyhook. But you didn't see Worthy yelling and complaining. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not giving me the ball, and I'll be out on the wing. I'm gonna do a nice dunk. I'm happy because we got the rings and we getting the money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a step back.
Yeah.
Again, you look at when Shaq went to the Heat. He said Dwayne Wade was on fire. Why was I gonna take a shot?
Yeah.
He said no. He said it's Batman and Robin. Let's do this. I don't care who Batman is.
Yeah.
We get the ring.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to take a step back. And again, for me, Kyrie, to me, again, great ball skills, great whatever, can shoot whenever you want. Problem is, got other people on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, I literally watched him dribble through 4 people yesterday. So if you're dribbling through 4 people, guess who's open? 4 other people. Right? I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
4 other people's open. I mean, I didn't play basketball, but I played pickup. I'm driving the hole, everybody's collapsing. I gotta kick it out to the shooter. Or I gotta kick it out to the guy. You know, it ain't
And again, I got nothing respect for his game.
bad game.
But is that gonna win you championships if that's your guy? And I just don't see it. I mean, right now he's playing with Dallas, and what is he? The two guy, the number two guy.
Mhm.
If something happened to Luca and he goes, now that team's not going to win anything, in my opinion, with both of them. But if something happened to Luca and he went out, Kyrie might average 45. But guess what? The team's going to win 4 games.
Okay, here we go. Look, when Jordan was averaging 60s, was the Bills winning any championship?
Nope. Not in the early days.
Not in the early days. I mean, literally, Jordan was scoring 60 points a game. A game. And playing defense. Did they win? No.
Took them a minute to put the pieces together, get the right coach.
You need somebody else. I mean, it's just like in any sport. Any sport. If I got to pick out one dude, guess what? We going to win this game.
Yeah.
We talk about Kyrie being, you know, LeBron.
Okay.
LeBron had. Ever get LeBron to publicly say
No.
he's resentful for happened on his end within, Kyrie Irving. And would they ever try to get back?
No, 100%. They were trying to reunite in LA.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. You're a grown man, and this is the biggest thing with one of the things that happened with Kyrie and LeBron. They kept talking to Kyrie like he was a little boy.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, so LeBron is your father figure and he's your
What?
big brother. And Kyrie's like, we're both grown men. I got a father. His name is not LeBron James. So
Right.
let's I'm doing my thing on this team as well.
Yeah.
And I get that. I'd be mad at that too. But, that's just, at a certain point, you got to think where that's coming from. You can put that reporter in their place like he did.
Yeah.
And again, I've never been. LeBron might be hard to work with. I don't know. People might get upset that LeBron's going to get all the attention.
Yeah.
But guess what? It comes with it because do you want to win?
Yeah.
Because when he goes somewhere, you win. My issue with some of these guys is
you get
they-
the national attention.
yeah, they never had the one reason why people don't want to play with LeBron is because every team LeBron's on from day one to now when he's darn near 50 years old, they expect you to be challenger for championships and win.
Yeah.
Nobody else has that pressure. You can be
No.
Dame and you're in Portland,
Yeah.
and if you win, it's great. If you lose, it's Portland, no big deal. We don't really expect you to do anything in the playoffs.
It's like on ESPN, right? No, sorry, I didn't mean to. So let it
Yeah.
Yeah. So on those Netflix, like I said, think about it, right? When the Lakers lose, when the big baseball team lose, that's you can't tell me the Minnesota Twins get pressure.
Yeah.
They don't. Minnesota who? Huh? Oh, let the Yankees or the Dodgers or somebody else lose, and if they lose, oh, he hit the ball out of foul and it got caught. Oh, it's gonna be he should have did this, should have that. Same thing with LeBron. Same thing with any football franchise. Like those, right? Wherever he goes, they're gonna be expected to compete for championship.
Well, I don't know about
No, I'm
that.
just saying, but no, that's
But yeah.
that's what the expectation will be. I guarantee you, because what if especially goes to a whole team, but like I said, that's the same thing with LeBron, right? You are.
But yeah, so again, the pressure, with certain players, and coaches, there's pressure to win. Some people don't want that pressure, and you'd rather just make your money and not have to deal with it.
Mhm.
So at that, we're gonna kind of call this first show to a close. We'll continue this next time and go into some more topics and some more conversations.
Right, like I said, good first show, guys. Like I said, we got AJ Novice, like I said, on the show. We got my man Jay, and we got A-Dub over here. Like I said, again, like and subscribe to the content. Like I said, it should get better as we get better. And, again, anytime you make any donation, 10% goes to our local one. Think about that. And thank you. Enjoy. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
All right, yo.